Today, I am trying a brand new football video game. A couple of videos ago, I asked you guys about how old you were and your attitude to video games, and most of you said the same stuff as me. You're about my age, 32, and you don't really enjoy the hyper-competitiveness of video games these days. Allow me to introduce Nutmeg. Sorry, got a bit distracted playing Snake. The nostalgia in this game is crazy. All right, let's jump in properly and I'll show you what this game is all about, and we'll take on our challenge where in today's video, we're gonna play an entire season and try and get Blackburn back to the first division. This starts off in 1991, where the Premier League is due to become a thing, and Blackburn obviously go on to win it in real life. But before they can win it, we need to get Blackburn back to the top. So I guess the first question everyone's going to have is, how does this game work? And the simplest answer is it's a football manager game. However, there is a twist that involves deck building. So to me, it seems like a football management / Uno / Final Fantasy or Civ turn-based kind of game, where you just play single player, you play out the season. It's super chill, it's super fun. It's all based in 80s, 90s and early 2000s nostalgia, which is super cool if you are my age. And you basically just take on the job of a football manager. So the easiest way for me to show you how it works is to just jump straight in and start playing. We are playing the 91-92 Blackburn season. You can see this is our squad here. We've got 5 million to spend if we wanted to go and do some finances, buy some players, etc. And there's loads of in-depth stuff to get into, such as merchandising and all things like that. We'll come on to that as we go through the video. First of all, let's take a look at our staff, which we currently don't have any, and we need to sort them out. Our squad, which is, if we go to the first 11, you can see we're maybe a little bit lacking in the midfield. It's probably the best way to put it. We're playing 5 at the back. One of them's only 53 rated. We could do with a star striker, but we've got money to spend. We'll come on to that. There are some huge players available in the transfer market. Obviously, Alan Shearer won the Premier League with Blackburn. Whether we want to spend over half of our budget and whether he wants to drop down to the second tier, I'm not so sure. We'll come on to that in a little bit. For now, we'll be ignoring merch at the start of this, and we just need to get the foundations of a good squad set out. But before we jump into all that organisation and making signings and all that fun stuff, let me show you how this works. We've got a friendly away against Luton, so let's just jump straight into the game. Immediately, you can see we draw some cards. These are used on a turn-based thing in order to influence how the game is going to go, and you've got to be selective about when you use them, and you also can't put all of them into your hands. So let's take some attacking cards in with us, and we can maybe combine these ones to make a slightly better one. We've got some stamina here. This one can become very helpful for our defense, and we'll even have a plus 40% chance to goal. I think that looks pretty good. Let's hop into the game, where I think we do look better in a 4-3-3, don't we? We've dropped that 53 to the bench, our terrible defender. Sure. Let's get into it. I should also say, as we jump in and play our first match, and I'm going to show you guys how the game works, massive shout out and a massive thank you to Nutmeg for sponsoring this video. If you guys want to try it out, it's available on Steam. The demo, you can see we're playing a demo, but you can play a full season on the demo. It's available for free. Go and check it out. Pop the actual game on your wish list for when it drops in March. It's actually genuinely really good fun. I would never sponsor anything that I don't think is a good product and a good game. And I've played about 10 hours of this game now, and I just really enjoy it. It's dead chill. Let me show you how it works. We've not got a particularly good chance in this game, in this friendly, so I'm not expecting big things. But you can see, as the game progresses and as the highlights play out, like they would in a footy manager game, you can influence the game by using your cards. So you can see there's an 80% chance they're going to make a direct pass, 16 of a short pass, and 5% of a tackle. We're full stamina, so giving them stamina doesn't particularly do anything. So let's just keep it moving along. And now, because we have some cards that are applicable, we can actually start to influence the game. So this is where you need to be a tactical manager. I don't have any defensive cards, so I couldn't influence that run of play at all. And we will draw one at the start of each play if there's space from the tactical deck, but we'll come on to that. What I do have is a plus 30% boost to my goalkeeper to turn save up to 44%. What's going to happen? They're going to score anyway. And we're 1-0 down. And off they pop, absolutely battering us again with their superior team. However, we've got a card for a 40% increased chance of a clearance. Get it out! There we go. Well done, Hendry. And that was where we need to be tactical. We haven't got many defensive cards to play. This one is going to give us a plus 20, but it's still only going to be a 37% chance of a clearance. They've got a much better chance of an attacking play. So let's hold our hand, and there we go. Hendry's used the star ability to make a tackle, and we didn't even need to use our cards. Good tactical management. I continued to play out the match, trying my best to influence it with the cards that I had, and then talked a little bit about the critical touch system, which players with a lightning bolt on their card, a star player, have a chance to do the best possible outcome instantly. What that percentage chance is can be increased by training. We'll talk about this a little bit later on. And then we finished off the match and, unsurprisingly, lost 1-0 to Luton. I mean, come on, look at this nostalgia. We're on teletext, for Christ's sake, looking at the league table. Computer scientists at CERN are puffing out their little hairy chests over the World Wide Web. Right. Each month, there will be 5 matches. You can broadcast one of them on the telly, and that is when you play through, like we've just done with the card game. The others will be delegated and will be instantly played out as you go through and choose your team and manage them, but the game is just quick simmed. You get bonuses for broadcasting, so you need to choose which ones to broadcast correctly in order to get better fan sentiment if you're away, and win, of course, and more money if you're at home. Speaking of money, before we get into the league proper, we should sort this team out. We've got some money to spend. We've got sponsors that we need to do. We've got a couple of goals to match here, which we'll get in a little bit, and that'll get us some extra cards and stuff to play with. And we've got a stadium that we've got some places to build on and could do with an upgrade. In order to upgrade the actual stadium, we need to garner some more fans. However, we've got a couple of spots here where we can build some stuff: a medical suite, a fan zone, a merch shop. So I'm immediately going to get myself a merch shop so we can start making some money by selling merch at the matches. And then while we're on the topic of finances, let's give the commercial director a ring and take a look at some sponsorship opportunities. Okay, we could be sponsored by a pet company. The fans don't particularly like the idea of that. We can get some coaches in. However, we don't have a fan zone, so we could maybe go and build ourselves one of them if we want to pick up a coach sponsorship. A bakery, now we're talking. The fans will absolutely love that. I think the bakery is actually paying us the most amount of money as well, so absolutely we'll be sponsored by a bakery. Get the cakes in. We go 137 grand for signing with them, and 100 grand a month from Gallagher's Bakery. We absolutely love it. Let's go and spend some of that money, shall we? First of all, we need some coaches. And this is where it starts to get a little bit more in-depth with the deck building aspect, because you can start to make some really, really interesting cards. If you have Stacey Lewis as a coach and you combine a controlled passing and a stamina plus 10, you can get this, which is 30% to any control event, and you get to draw a card from the tactical deck. So that one's quite good. This guy is all about the stamina and goalkeeping. Draw 2 cards, 20% in either box. That is quite a good card. Now this one, this is all about the attack, and look at that. A 30 attack and a 20 attack is a 60% chance to goal. You're basically guaranteeing yourself a goal. If you're already on 30% chance of scoring, V Brown, he's gonna let you bag it. So we're gonna have him. In he comes. And if we want to go for some all-out attack, I quite like the idea of this guy as well. 40% chance to a long shot. Get the long shot event activated. Bang the other one on for the extra % chance of goal. And we basically guaranteed to score. So you come, Gerard West. At Blackburn, we are playing some very, very attacking football. Support staff also do similar stuff, and you can get more of them by upgrading your stadium, as well as the office staff as well. So I'm going to go ahead and hire all my staff. So that's that sorted out, and you can see the support staff actually have skill-focused training as well. So you can train your players. When I spoke to you before about the star players and them having that little lightning bolt, the ones that do, you can select a skill to train, and it makes it more likely for that outcome to actually happen. You can see currently the critical touch % chance is only 5% for our goalkeeper. He's not particularly good, but let's get him trained up on a save. Same goes for Hendry, one of our best defenders. We would love to get on the counter. And Newell up front. Let's train them flick-ons. Now, I'm going a little bit in depth on all the organisation at the start and sorting this club out, basically, because I've got an idea of what I'm doing now, having played this game quite a bit. It's the start of the season, so we're going to stock some team shirts for our merch, and there's no point having woolly hats in the middle of summer, is there? Maybe caps. Let's go caps and team shirts. How much of this stuff sells is based on how you're doing, what time of year it is. So obviously when we get into the winter and towards Christmas, we probably want to stop stocking hats and get some woolly hats and mugs and stuff in. Maybe some scarves. You got to use your brain. It's actually a lot more in-depth than it initially first seems. However, I am aware you guys want to see more action. So let's go and let's take a look at our team. We could do with a star striker. Our defense isn't too bad, and we're a little bit light in midfield as well, and we could probably do with a better goalie. So let's have a look at what the transfer market is looking like, and we can scout players as we go through and play other teams as well. So this is our team. This is the transfer market. So there's no particularly good goalkeeper there at the moment. We have just hired some scouts, so they're going to start doing some work. Alan Shearer's brother is a 63 rated forward. I don't think we're going to be able to afford Big Al or Gary Pallister, Paul Ince, anything like that. But we could maybe pick up Aspinall on the cheap. Or do we just give them a little scout to get some info? What's his star player abilities? Let's scout him. And we'll jump into the first game of the season, which is away to Watford, and you can see -4 edge. Not particularly likely to get a good result. So we're not going to put this one on the TV. We'll save it for the home game against Swindon to get some more money. Only a 16% chance of win playing drop back tactics. 19 if we hold our shape, but more likely to lose. And 20 if we push up, but even more likely to lose. So I think we'll just go for a balanced approach. 4-3-3. And nick a 2-0 win. Go on the boys. Lovely. The fans absolutely love it. And we can jump in and broadcast our match against Swindon. So do we want to be a little bit more aggressive or just hold our shape? We'll just hold shape for now. Let's jump in. Let's get ourselves another pack like you do at the start of every game that you're going to broadcast. The cards you get are based on your coaches. And remember, we've got some good things that we can mix together now. An 80% chance of goal or a 60% chance of goal. Well, let's go for 80%, shall we? We'll turn that into a 30. We'll bring these ones in. And let's get on with the game. Let's play some nice attacking football, but first, maybe we want to scout their goalie. He looks quite good. Not really liking the look of any of their forwards. Some of their midfielders are okay, and they've got this Calderwood. I wonder if we could lure him away. Go on then. Let's jump into it.
What can he do with this free kick? He's through on goal. It's now or never.
Oh no, we're not off to a good start. We've got absolutely no defending cards to play. This is not looking good. Yeah. 2/3 of a chance of a goal. We're down 1-0 already. Come on, the boys. Right, we've got loads and loads of these. The ones over here, the non-tactical ones, you keep forever until you use them. The tactical ones you can only use in this game, and then they disappear and you get more tactical ones next game. So we may as well use them whilst we've got them. Get ourselves on a wing break. 58% chance to whip the ball in. Okay, this is big. This is big. 60% chance of a shot. And we can do a hand of God to guarantee a goal. Go on then. And even better, when you actually score, you get momentum and the cards are returned back to you just for this game until you use them. You don't get to keep them forever, but you can use them again. So you can be tactical. If you combine them and gamble on using all of your big cards, if it works out, you've smashed it. Big chance of a counter. Come on then. We've got so many attacking cards to use. We may as well use them. Get that up the pitch. Into the target man, hopefully. Oh, it's a forward clash. And a big tackle. That's that Calderwood. He's so good. He's so high rated. This is why I was scouting him. Okay. Kicked off the season with a 1-1 draw. And then this is where this game's pretty chill. We've picked our broadcast game for the month. Now all we need to do is choose the tactics that we want to play, and you just delegate the matches. But before we do that, let's head back over to our sticker book and see whether we've got any more players, any of them players scouted. Not quite yet. That's absolutely fine then. Let's finish off the month. Another draw against Southend. And a 2-1 loss to Plymouth. Not what you want. However, Scouting updates. This is what we like. Hammond's been scouted, and of course, that centre-back. We've had a couple of injuries, and training's gone quite well, but Mims has got injured in training, so we do really need to pick up a goalie. Desperately. And we've got a lot of hard games. Here we go. Here's some to-do list. Here's some extra cards. Head on to midfielder, draw 7 cards, and hire a scout. In comes T. Hill as a scout then. And here's this Hammond. 778 grand he would cost for us to sign him. And Calderwood is there as well. Let's just try and pinch their players. Let's negotiate for him. All right, to the fax machine we go. We've got a 53% chance of success currently, but if we offer him lots of money and some bonus pay, we guarantee him that he's going to be in training and play and give him a beach holiday. There's a 78% chance. Now, I would be tempted to play around with these a little bit and, you know, try and get him a bit cheaper. Risk it a little bit on whether it's going to happen. However, our first choice goalie has just got injured. We're going to give him the lot. Throw the kitchen sink at him, get that signed, fax it over, and pray that the 78% chance hits. Yes, lovely. We've got ourselves a new goalie. Very nice. So he is straight in the squad, as you can see there. Let's see if we can pick up that defender from them as well. Why not? Calderwood. 1.2 million he's going to cost. Oh, he's got some serious recipes and skills. Let's negotiate for him. Not as desperate for him. So let's just pop everything. We can promise he's obviously going to play. And yeah, you can have a Georgian oak chair if you want. And yeah, we'll train your skills. But straight down the middle, 63%. 73 with more money. Screw it. We're here for a good time, not a long time. It's a one-season rebuild. We want to get promoted. Send the big offers. And we've hit again. Welcome to the squad, mate. Oh my God, is that who I think it is? It's Liam Rosenior's dad. It's Liam Rosenior's dad. We're signing him. Absolutely, mate. In you come. You're definitely going to play. And I'll definitely train you. Have yourself some bonus pay and we'll go for an 80% chance. Why not? Try and get him a little bit on the cheap. Absolutely. Liam's dad's in the squad. We love it. All right, let's calm down on the transfers now. We've still got a lot of money to spend, but we are going to want to upgrade our stadium and stuff, and it's going to cost us quite a bit of money once we start going through this. So for now, you can see a friendly that we can play against Southampton. And then we've got some really, really tough games to kick the season off. All of them, the edge is not looking in our favour. Our best chance is probably Newcastle at home. Obviously, we need to switch the formation up to get Rosenior in his actual position, which will sort out and hopefully help us out. So, get that to a 4-3-3. We're likely to get absolutely battered by Southampton, which is understandable. It is just a friendly. So, pray for no injuries. Get it out the way. Doesn't mean anything. And these are the big ones. Right, Newcastle at home. We'll take a neutral approach. We're sticking it on the telly. Let's broadcast the Newcastle match. A few new signings into the squad then, and a little bit of scouting of Newcastle as well. But a very, very tight game despite my best efforts to influence it. A 0-0 draw was the outcome. And then we finished off the month with 3 more draws as well. A new month brought some updates from our scouts and coaches though, plus some extra money from sponsors and merch, so we went straight back into the transfer market. Let's just go big and go straight in on Campbell. Decent chance to sign him already. Offer him a bit more money and some bonus pay. Give him a gift and oh my God. We need you, mate. We need goals. Same goes for Davies. Offer him the lot. Delighted. We've not lost a 10% chance just yet. So, you know, I'm feeling a bit risky. Let's offer him on the cheap. Can we hit on this as well? Absolutely. Beautiful. And we maybe just need to think about the fact that we've got 2 coaches that are attacking and goalkeeper focused. So I'm going to fire this one. And let's bring in someone who's a little bit more stamina or defense. There we go. That's better. A little bit more balanced. We'll bosh through the friendly, because it doesn't really matter. And now we need to choose which game this month to broadcast. Cambridge away is a pretty even game. Robins at home, slightly likely to win. Wolves away, and Wolves at home, sorry, and Tranmere away. So probably the home game. I mean, the goals are coming now. We just also conceded 3 away to Cambridge. However, do we absolutely go for it? Or do we just take a nuanced approach? I think we just take a nuanced approach. Let's broadcast this match. Let's get it on TV. Let's get ourselves some actual defending cards as well, which is quite nice. And look how much better our team looks here. Our lowest rated player is now 63 in midfield. Much better. An 80, a 71, a 78, a couple of 70s up front. We're making good progress. Can we start getting some wins on the board, though? That is the thing. Rossini's a big target man. We absolutely love it. We've got a long shot. 40% chance to goal or 60%? We need goals. We get goals. You get the card back for the rest of the game. We love it. Come on. Let's put these to bed. This is where you be tactical. We could just play it again. It's 2-0 to us. A nice 2-0 win at home then, and on the telly, so we get double the money because of the broadcast bonus before rounding off the month with 3 wins on the bounce. Then, after seeing that merch sales are up, after picking up an increase in form, we've been selling more stuff. Bloody plastics. That meant that we had more money to spend. Our squad, unfortunately, was actually full. So before we could buy anyone, we had to go and transfer list a load of unwanted players. And it didn't take too long before we got our first sale. There we go. Straight away, Wolves are in. They want Bradley Wilson. Off your pop, fella. That looks like a space in our squad to me. And he's delighted with my offer, even though I offered him all of the cheapest stuff. We've got ourselves a new defender as well. We're still 1.7 mil left to spend. I'm quite happy with my forwards. I think we go for Newton. The squad's too full. Of course it is. We need to sell more players. Right. I've glossed over the friendly. Again, we are playing West Ham away, or Ironworks. Sorry, at home. We've got Sunderland away next. We're sitting reasonably in the table. 9th, 19 points. The target is to get promoted, though. Let's start cracking through some of these games. You're kidding me. Mate, their goalie's on an absolute mad one with the critical touches. Okay. We're chilling. We're chilling. There we go. Well done, Wilcox. A very, very, very quiet first half in our broadcast match this month. Try and get the flick on. It's a forward clash. Okay. Good chance of a long shot, though. Even better if we boost the stamina. 46% for a goal. Yes! Go on, Sutton. Love it. We needed that. That was good management because that was our hardest game that we were going to have this month. Absolutely smashing it in our hardest game of the season with a 1-0 win to Watford then, before going on a really, really good run of form and topping the table for the first time all season. But we didn't rest on our laurels and we kept improving the squad. Try and pick up Roberto Mancini on the cheap and hit the 69% chance. Let's do it. Straight into the squad he goes. And we are broadcasting our away game to Ipswich. Oh, this is big. This is big. This is big. This is why we use them cards. Let's go. This is why we've played this game. Might be away, but it's on the telly and we're making an impact. That was a very, very good decision. We got a 1-0 win in our hardest game of the month. The fans loved it. We are all about the cash and building a business here, but that's absolutely fine. Let's go big at home to Derby. Oh, we've drawn 0-0. Okay. All right. Let's reevaluate. Some good headhunting success there from Ipswich. We can have a look if you want to pick up any of their players. We've completed our to-do list, which is always good, and we get a new one. And most importantly, we are still top of the league. 2 points ahead of Cambridge, who we play after our friendly. This is a really big game then, and a really big decision. Do we play a balanced approach, have a good chance of a win, and equal chance of a draw or a loss? Do we go for it to get more of a chance of a win, but more of a chance of losing? Or do we drop back because we're ahead? And so long as we don't lose, this seems very Arsenal though, and I'm not sure how much I like this. Let's keep it normal. Let's get it on TV. Let's make another lovely 40% chance to goal card. Take a bit of stamina with us. And I think we're pretty good, to be honest with you. We could maybe look at hiring some new coaches to get some new recipes, but we're doing quite well. Oh, it's a good chance of a long shot. Let's take it over 50%. And put 40% to goal. Yes! Well in, Rafinha. Rafinha's knackered already. Give him some stamina back. Win the second ball, Sutton. Another long shot. Ah, they've cleared it. 70% chance of a one-on-one. Oh, well, come on. We'll have a 100% guaranteed chance of a goal then, shall we?
Substitution is made.
This is going beautifully. Let's take a look at that league table. We are now 5 points clear after beating them. A couple of draws in a row, but bounced back with a 2-0 win against Tranmere. And at the end of March, we are still top of the league. And we're actually playing Everton away in a friendly, which is pretty fun. So we don't need to... Oh, but we could, if we played the friendly, we could maybe scout some of their players. Go on then. Go on then. Oh, 90s Everton. You were so good. Neville Southall's only 85 rated. Come on now. I would love a bit of Big Nev. Tony Cottee, 91. Peter Beardsley's 90. Peter Reid's only 80. I mean, we're just not going to have... We just don't have 2.3 mil, do we? Let's be honest with you. Who could we pick up? Maybe Big Nev. That would be so sick. Surely not. Surely we can't nick it at the death. Oh, Big Nev saved it. And it's full time. 0-0 though. And got the scouts on Neville Southall. And if you're looking for somewhere to go on your summer holidays, Euro Disney has just opened just outside Paris. A plastic fantasy of noise, excess, and cultural imperialism. Right. Back to the actual league. Oh no. Oh no. Come on, boys. Don't be bottling it at the end. That's better. Are we going to whip it in? We are. 84% chance of a shot. And in comes the big boys. The recipe cards. We built one. 72%. Bagged it. Just keep it tight for a 1-0 win. And there we go. At the end of the month, Neville Southall has been scouted. We've got 1 month to go till the end of the season. So you can... This is what I'm saying. It's so chill to just sit and play this game. You can absolutely rattle through seasons. It's so much fun. I want to try and bring Neville Southall in to end the season and hopefully get promoted with an Everton player brought into the team. So let's negotiate for Big Nev. Let's just throw the kitchen sink at him. Surely this isn't the one that we lose. The 88% chance. Every other one has got in our favour. And this one has too. Very nice. He's going into the squad. We absolutely love it. And we've still got a little bit of money left. 900k. And everyone we've scouted is either not going to make the squad or way too expensive. Okay. This is it then. This is the big month. We're 5 points clear of Ipswich at the top of the table. Cambridge have fell off a cliff. Well, they're at 1 point behind them, but they're now 4th. One big run-in. Leicester, who are in 3rd. Grimsby and Charlton, who are down near the bottom. And fingers crossed we're going to do it. And we're going to get Blackburn back to the top. Here we go then. This is the big game. This could be the title decider. Big Nev making his debut as well. Gets it up the field nicely to Mancini. Long ball towards the big lad. Can we get a long shot off? We've been fouled. Get him off, ref. Okay. It's a free kick, but Sutton's injured. Not good. Do we switch the formation or do we just let him crack on? I think we'll just let him crack on for now.
The defenders look nervous.
I've got the second ball, but they've just cleared it and we've used up a card anyway. This is tight.
Slow dance for something here.
I want a long shot.
There's a chance here.
I want a 62% chance of a goal. I want the goal. Go on, Sutton.
The referee
Good half. Very good half.
goal lead.
Sutton is absolutely crocked. Let's get this switch to 4-4-2. And let's get Davies on for Sutton.
This is looking promising.
Oh my god. Momentum's give us the card back. And it's give us another goal. Go on, Liam Rosina. Let's keep the pressure on. They've cleared it, but it's the 90th minute. And we've bagged 3 points.
And what a match it's been.
That is a huge win. Five points clear of Ipswich. Leicester just been beating it so tight for the playoff spots, but we are 5 points clear in the final month of the season. I guess we just need to see if we can close it out. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what oh my god, that's it. We're 5 points clear. We've won every game. There's only one to go. We've lost. It doesn't matter. It's mathematically not possible for us to catch them. That was the celebrations at home in the last game. We didn't care. We'd already won the league. We'd been on the ale the night before. We are top and we are promoted to Division 1. Unbelievable. It wasn't an easy ask. They are proud of the achievement. New manager celebrates the first promotion. Good job on your first taste of victory, but that's not all. Become the gaffer on classic football teams and embark on a nostalgic 20-year journey up and down the English football divisions through the 1980s and 1990s. The full game releases on the 26th of March, 2026. Make sure you go and wishlist it. Try out the demo over on Steam. Thank you so much to Nutmeg for sponsoring this video. It's actually so much fun. I've really enjoyed it. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching me play it. I will definitely be playing some more. Maybe even over on my stream. Check it out. I'll see you guys next time.